Hey there, Wendy here with Jazzydoodledesigns, and it's everybody's favorite time of the month, right? When we go through all of our finished coloring pages. So I have quite a few, surprisingly, but let's just get started. I'm going to move all my books here. Okay, first up is Nelko Neko's The Story of Precious Cats. I did this page. I'm going to tilt it a little so you don't get the glare. But this was done with Black Widow colored pencils, and that's all I used. I really didn't feel like it needed any pops of white or acrylic marker or anything. I just think these cats are so stinking cute. But I will say the Black Widow really is showing up shiny on camera. So anyway, I'll tilt it for you. Okay, next up is Nooner Therapy by Diane DeFore. Now, as you can see, I've done quite a few. Now, prepare yourself for this one. All right, what do you think? Did I mess it up? I attempted to do the puzzle technique, right? I used my artist prompt deck, and I drew randomly, and I got the puzzle technique and this book. So I decided to give it a go. A couple of things I would probably do different next time is I wouldn't make these as same. Couple of things I would change if I were to do this again. One, I would make these a little more organic. Most puzzle pieces, part of how you know how they go together is because you're looking for the big fat piece, and then this one has a little skinny piece, right? So I do feel like maybe my puzzle pieces were a little too similar, and I probably, this is normally like an alcohol ink technique, and I wasn't able to use alcohol ink because of course this is two-sided, and I didn't want to ruin this page because this is a book I plan to do to completion, and so I had to use acrylic markers to make my lines because that's about the only thing that's going to go over the colored pencil, right? So, yeah. So that would be what I would do a little differently. I'm not sure I have all the little highlights in the right spot, but it was fun. I enjoyed myself, and I think that you can look at it and see that it's a puzzle. So I'm going to call it a win. Next up is this adorable book that I got from my bestie, Christine, for my birthday, which is today. Today's my birthday. And she sent me this along with some the Langau 1mm markers, or gel. What are they called? These. These. Now I gotta back it out. Okay. These Langau acrylic painting gel pens. Now these are the 1mm ones, and they are beautiful. I am going to be doing a full video on these, so rest assured that I will be back to inspire you with these wonderful pens. So thank you, Miss Christine. I feel very loved and blessed. But this is a little postcard book that I featured in a recent video, but I did color this page. Now I use ChromaFlow colored pencils, and as you can see, I have not done the background. It took, I think, 6 different colors for me to even come close. Would it have been better to pick a set that had this color? Yes, yes it would have. But I was already using these pencils and I like a good challenge, so I went ahead and did that, but I didn't want to do that with the background. Now I will point out that I got out of the lines here a little bit, so I used my handy eraser. Where is it? Right? This one's a Mr. Pen, but I also have one that's, oh, what's the brand? I can't remember. It looks just like this. Derwent, maybe? But it was a little aggressive on this paper. So I don't know if I was aggressive. Maybe I had an adult beverage. Not sure. But anyway, I just wanted to point that out so that you could be careful if you're working on this paper. But otherwise, I think she turned out adorable because when they're that cute of image, it's really hard to mess them up. And now a word from our sponsor. I am my sponsor. If you're interested in the artist, what do I call these? The adult coloring prompt deck, right? It has illustrators, pencil brands, mediums, embellishments, ideas, challenges, page numbers, and artists. And so you can, there's 400 cards available, and then there's blank cards also. So let's say that you want to use this to figure out what book you're going to work in. Oh, we're going to work in Denise Klett today. That's how this works. I put mine on a 3-ring binder. You don't have to. You don't have to print all of them out. But if you don't have Denise Klett, you just take that card out of the deck. If you have an artist that isn't in there, you put one in there. There's a whole video if you're interested, okay? Everything on my Ko-fi shop is enabled pay what you want or free, and except for this. These are $5 for the whole deck, okay? So thank you for listening to our sponsor. She's the reason that we have videos like this, so check her out. All right, guys, sorry about that. Shameless plug for myself there. But, you know, I am the reason for the channel, so. Okay, next up is, I did 2 in this book. Color Me Capybaras. Where has this book been my whole life? Love, love, love this book. Okay, this, I think I'm going to be using alcohol markers probably for all the pages because this is my true palette cleanser, right? Alcohol markers. I don't do any shading, nothing fancy. Well, I did a little smoke with a white Posca there. Otherwise, it's just done with alcohol markers. Just my oh-hoo-hoos. But look at the spa day. I love it. And because I was feeling frisky, I also did the little cowboy guy. And once again, look, I didn't even shade in my clouds. I wasn't picky about the ground. I forgot to, like, my page moved and I got a little pot color over here. So I had to create my own rock to fix it. But I had a lot of fun. I enjoy this book so much. The pages are adorable. It's one-sided. Alcohol markers work fantastic on the paper. I just am enjoying it oh so much. Okay? So get yourself a capybara. It's capyberry. Captivating. Okay, that was a bad joke because I couldn't even spit it out. All right, next up is Fairy Tales Coloring Book by Emily Lidehall Oberg. And this is for a big group that I'm in. And every other month, they choose a page, and then every other month we do a page in fairy tales and folklore. And this is working for me because I just have to do 1 page a month. And this was the one for this month. And look how stinking cute he is. I love the little mouse. I used Chroma Flow colored pencils, which I really enjoy in this book. I think they work really well on the paper. But, yeah, I just wanted kind of a cozy fall autumn palette, and this fit the bill. I thought about doing a background, and in the end decided, nah. So, I don't know. Tell me what you think. Should I have done a background? I think it turned out pretty nice as is. Okay, next up I did a couple of pages in The Minor Rice of George Africa by Rita Berman. This is a project book. We're going to do every page as a color along on the channel. So I did this 2-page spread, and I am going to, man, the shine today. I don't know what's up, but this is this page, and by doing it this way, you should be able to see the metallic butterfly. So I did use a little metallic here in spots, and I used ink tints and Prismacolor to do this page. Entire color along is on the channel, and then I did this page. Okay, this one was done with Polychromos colored pencils. Sorry for all the glare. I'm not sure why it's so different today than normal, but anyway, I'm going to be using those same colors to do this page in October. Okay? Okay, next up is Hannah Carlson's Grains of Gold. Now, this was a request to do a galaxy page. So prepare yourself. There's a whole galaxy on this page. All right, this is what you call a hot mess. Now, in and of itself, I don't think this is a bad page, per se. There are parts of it that I really like. The problem is there is way too much going on, and your eyes don't even know what to look at. Because we have galaxy, we have clouds, we have shiny wings, we have gears, we have splatter, we have a big fly, we have metallics. So there's just an awful lot going on this page. I think that choosing to do a galaxy on this page was the first problem. It's just too busy to support that. You need something where it can be part of the focus, right? As opposed to, like, galaxy backgrounds aren't necessarily subtle. So it's competing with our focal point. Okay? There was a few hits and misses for me in this. The background itself, I think, was doing okay. Not great, but it was doing okay. But I used Albrecht Dürer because the request was either Albrecht Dürer or ink tints. Now, guys, I am a big proponent of trying new things. They're not always going to turn out, but I learned to be more mindful of, is what I'm doing going to benefit the page? So I'm going to show you the page that I did, having learned some things, okay? Romantic Country, The Second Tale by Erie, okay? And I absolutely love how this galaxy turned out. This galaxy was done with ink tints, and it's done on video. So on the channel, there's a whole tutorial on how to do this galaxy. And I really like how it turned out. I used Inktense, and then this black is Pan Pastel, okay? And that's what I used to kind of darken it up a little bit. And so I masked off the castle and the moon, right? I show that as well. I did my galaxy background, and then that was all I recorded. The rest I did off camera. The castle, everything on the castle was done with Staedtler brush pens, and I think 2 Pitt pens, right? Faber-Castell Pitt pens, because just depending on which one had the right color. And then the moon was done with a Woomer acrylic marker and a little bit of yellow acrylic marker over the top, just to bring in the yellow that I put in these windows. I put just a touch of colored pencil here on the clouds, just so that they weren't all white, because they kind of melted into my moon there. But I really like how this turned out. I feel like I definitely pulled off the galaxy. And I had a lot of fun doing this page. Okay guys, that's going to do it for this month. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you want to see more videos like this, hit the subscribe button. I have lots to choose from. And I do have a Facebook group. The link's in the description below. If you just want a place to share your pictures, I would love to see them. And we have a fantastic group of people there. All friendly, no trolls, no drama. So if you're a troll or a drama queen, can you please go somewhere else? Because I'm really loving the group. It's fantastic. Also, I want to give a shout out to my members. I really appreciate the support, and coming soon, we're going to be doing some members only things. And I appreciate your patience as I get my life back on track. And yeah, I think that's everything. So thanks again, and happy coloring. Thank you for watching another video from Jazzydoodledesigns. If you'd like even more Jazzy Doodle and a little more snark, please check out the membership below. If you're looking for a community where you can share your work and chat with other fellow colorists in a safe and welcoming environment, hit the subscribe button to Jazzydoodledesigns, and then look for Jazzydoodledesigns Coloring Community on Facebook. And there you can join a group of fellow colorists to talk all things coloring and share cute pet pictures. I hope to see you there, and until next time, happy coloring.